Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Monsieur. I wanted to come and say hello, wish you a good day. I hope you had a very pleasant new moon. New moon and full moon are more intense. It is in between that we have the most ease and grace, but new moon are very good to set up new intentions. So I hope you set up the intention for yourself to have abundance, prosperity, health, wealth, creativity, and all the connection that we need to make our project happening. For me, it's like I still need certain connection to make my project happening. I'm not going to be making them alone. I'm going to be waiting until the right people come along to complement me in those projects. I'm also going to be looking for maybe in Canada and Switzerland and or Belgium to publish my book, because the French publishers are not interested in interdimensional understanding. They want to stick to the linear. Yet Harry Potter, the lady of Harry Potter, had 400 rejection before she finds a publisher to publish her book. So I only had 40 or 50. So I will stick to that. So I'm going to first seek to look into guidance. So the highest wisdom for us today is our master guide. It is the guide of the spiritual path, the celestial beings that we call on your master guide and ask to know who your master guide is, and wait for the answer. For your master guides will assist you in preparing you for your ascension. What we need to understand is the Pathfinder guide, is how to navigate the ways through the earth's plane, through the circumstances of our life to discover this point of freedom. What we need to do is the paradigm shift. It is about shifting from fear into love, from separation into unity. There is nothing more glorious and beautiful than unity. To be one with the one, and the outcome will be responsibility, new responsibility, but joyful. It is a great joy to be able to assume the responsibility of our life path, for to become one with our higher self, to become integrated within this. To understand why we came here, the meaning of our life, to discover new values and spirit. The painting behind me is moving along. It's still in the process, but I had to destroy certain aspect to recreate on top of it. So it is all being placed. All the spirits here on the painting are coming together, like the spirits are aligning all the forces of the outer world, for there is a great deal of chaos in the outer world. I'm going to just bring a little comment on that. I'm going to see, let's see what I'm going to use the Akash cards to see what maybe for our chakras, to see. So at the base, at the roots, there is wisdom. So how wonderful is that? So wisdom is at the roots. Once we are clear the roots, things will unfold naturally. There is the great deal of wisdom and power, new powers. We all have unique gift and power that we need to receive. In terms of the navel chakra, the sacral chakra, shows the earth plane, and here we have men and women, so integrating this harmonious integration of men and women. For if we are a man, we have to be a man. If we are a woman, we have to be a woman. But there is the 51% that is dominant. But we have to integrate to know that to androgynous state of being, this light body is androgynous. It is integrated, the mental and the emotional. So it is about understanding that. So in the power center, in the solar plexus, we have Egypt. So all kinds of memories, all memories. It's about the secret of eternal life. In Egypt, Egypt was a civilization that was started after the fall of Atlantis to carry on the knowledge of the understanding of the eternal life. And so there will be great mysteries that will be revealed as we connect. We don't need to go physically in Egypt. We can just need to connect to this great pyramid, to return, to get connected to the Akash and to the eternal life process. In the heart center, the first three chakras are creative. The heart center is neutral. We have faith and trust. The more we have to trust, the more we have to develop our faith, to let go of everything else. For the more we have, the more we can act, the stronger our faith, the more the miracles will be happening. And we do not want to be working in the fight between dark and light, between good and evil, between high and low. We want to find the neutrality, the point of balance, the point of equilibrium, when we find joy and peace, and which points there is an expansion. So we still have to return to this joy and peace. It's a constant work. But once we understand the dynamic of that harmonization, then things get more clear, and we find an easier way. What we communicate in our throat chakras, for the higher chakras are receptive, is love that is not reciprocated. So it is sometimes it's. we have to let go. We have to give ourselves the love that we need. For sometimes people are not willing, or ready, or able to reciprocate our love, mostly in intimate relationships. So call on someone that's willing, able, and available. It's no use to if someone is not available or not willing or not. It's like a waste of time. So as we do that, we are able to leave or to go. So there is no reason to hang on to something. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So let us, and if something is meant to happen, it will happen naturally. So trust that. What we see before us is in the third eye is the very powerful the seed of consciousness, and 6 and 7 chakras, the most important, is the Greco-Roman. It is the empowerment. It is this great power of astrology as well. For astrology, those great beings, those great entities that used to live on the earth, that we know as the Greek gods, have ascended into the cosmic, the constellation and the planets and the stars, and so they are very subtle influence now, but they're all intelligence, and so we work through we have to integrate that respectfully, all this. All those great, there's great deal of wisdom and empowerment that will come through the return of those memories that when we were with them as well. And on the crown chakra is the wish. What did we wish for? What we wish for will happen. So be ready to receive what you ask for. In the Earth star, it is a star that's connected to our Mother Earth. It's the tree spirit. The trees are anchored into the world, into the earth. They are universal beings. They have roots that go deep inside the earth, and they are moving towards the sky. They're expanding each and every moment towards the sky. So it's about growth, understanding. We don't want to go backwards. We move forward. So now it's a time to accept this forward motion, and to know that we are growing. The earth is providing this growth. And on the soul star, which is a silver star on top of our head, we have the angels. So that means very close. We're very close to this ascension. The angels are essentially, they work on every level, all the way to paradise. They are the minister of time. And so they work from essentially the first dimension, that is an angelic dimension, start on the 9th dimension, 9, 10, 11, 12, but they are able to work all the way down to the upper part of the 4th dimension, into the dream space. Although the 4th, 3rd, and 4th dimension are complete illusion, they are just projection. All those, they're projection, they are not eternalized. They're just in a sense, they are able to. We want our dreams and our vision to be as positive as possible, and to focus on what is really wanted. I wanted to say that there's a lot of people on the earth that are trying to play God without God. It's like this Luciferian, satanic, or even ego maniac power for the power, more power, like a corporation. But they do not have the inner wisdom, the guidance of spirit. The only way to return to our God self is to tune into that God self, to tune into our soul, to our spirit, and receive the guidance and follow it. There is not the ego, the mental process will not lead us there. And sometimes people have been given a lot of power into the world, but everything we do is like throwing a stone in the river. It's like it creates ripple effect, and when the effect is good, it creates good ripple. But sooner or later, because of the law, there is a return. Everything returns, and so to be reflected. And so as you tune into this inner guidance, it's like tuning into a GPS. The GPS for you set your destination is a material goal or spiritual goal or whatever goal we have as the GPS to our spirit guide, our soul, our soul family, our spirit guides, or our creator. This is one great spirit force to guide us towards the spiritual or material goals. And the GPS will not tell us in 20 minutes we'll have to take a left. They'll tell you the next moment you'll have to take a right or a left. So it's about being in the present, to be guided moment by moment, and knowing that the guidance, to trust the guidance. The guidance will get you where you need to go. So it's about developing this trust and to know what's really immediately in front of you. And because on following that direction, we'll find the highest fulfillment. And if you do not know, just ask God or ask your spirit guide to show you or your soul to say, what is my highest fulfillment? Where will I find my greatest joy? Where will I find my greatest potential? And that will be where you will be guided as you follow the direction. You have to be willing to choose the highest choice and to let go of every addiction. The addiction no longer serve us. They were good for us for a long time. They served us in many ways, but now we have to let go and to produce the effort And this effort will be supported by Spirit. Spirit is supporting this ascension, this elevation to lead us towards freedom. For all those forces, our positive forces that are working with us. For we are, there is all kinds of shift that will be happening. I have to say that the earth is a conscious being, but human beings are treating it like a thing, and so there is right now it's getting straight, and so the poles are going to melt and the water is going to rise. So all there is some coastal region that will be a bit that may be a bit in danger. So listen to your inner guidance. If your inner guidance says you are safe, it means you are safe. If it tells you have to go. Same thing with the islands. Some islands may rise as the water rises. The island may rise with it. The earth is a conscious being. She has the power to do that. It's all about consciousness and how things work. So we have to understand we are creator here. We have to let go of this submission to this old world order, this 1984 world that they're trying to create, this Fourth Reich. This is completely insane. They will not stick. Right now the American corporation is being bankrupt, so they're trying to seize the resources of Venezuela. It's a shameful. And France is following along. We are the country of the human rights. It is so shameful. I want to say thank you to China, to Russia, to Italy for opposing that thing. I'm not pro what's going on in Venezuela, but they are a democratic system, and it's not for any other country to come in and dictate their what should happen and to privatize all the resources so they can exploit it. Right now they're so bankrupt that it feels as they feel like this is the only thing they can do to keep their business afloat. But we want to move from a world of business to a world of service, to a world of fear, to a world of love, to a world of unconsciousness, to a consciousness, from a world of darkness into a world of light. So everything is being orchestrated. So do not do not go into emotional positioning. We have to stay neutral as much as possible, balance things out, not judging. For the people that are doing that, they're not to be judged. They're just unenlightened. They're serving their ego, and so it is not. They are beautiful beings. Every being is a beautiful being. It is the action that is misaligned. And so trust. Sometimes I know sometimes there will be time when the Creator, the higher forces of heaven, are gonna separate what's right from wrong and show the truth, and everything will come into the light. So and they'll have to face the music. We have to be responsible for our thoughts, our deeds, our actions. So just be true to yourself, and do not judge others, but also understand what's going on behind the veil. I also see in the media there is a great deal of criticism towards the media called RT, Russia Today. And for me, ever since maybe 2010, I've been following RT America, RT France, RT normal channel. It's where there is the most interesting people coming in. It's where the most freedom of speech. Of course, it's going against this Orwellian program, against the old world order, and so something they're criticizing it, so they don't like it. But it is by far the best media. And Russia is probably every problem in the world is like put it on blame on Russia, but it's like they are the peacekeeper of the world. In reality, if there wasn't for Russia, the world would we wouldn't be here. The Third World War would have self-destructed. They are the peacekeeper of the world, and at the end we'll know that. We'll have to be thankful to those people for having. Although nobody's perfect, everybody's making mistakes, but they are Russia, China. Are really they're working in alignment to return to a system that will be more functional, and for there is international law, and there are certain countries that do not follow those laws, and so there's going to be a need to restore the dignity of Europe. For Europe is acting shamefully sometimes. I feel like I want to salute Italy for opposing this coup, this putsch in Venezuela. I think it is very brave, and I want to send. I want to respect the Italian friends, and for that, I mean, it's very courageous to do that. But I think it is wise. I do not. And if I was advising, saying to anybody who's in France, There's the Yellow Jacket. They say, if any Yellow Jacket wants to self-proclaim itself president, it is the time. We don't have petrol, we don't have gold, we don't have diamonds. So America may not be interested, but maybe we can do a deal on cheese or champagne, and so we can have a new president that will be self-proclaimed, and then we're ready to, and then America will go ready to war for like protecting this new president. It was just a joke, but I mean, it's like there is international law and convention and ethic. Ethic is very important, although right now it's all about business and money, and then as long as we cover it up, we present a story, we're working for your good, just submit, and everything will be fine. If you don't submit, we'll kill you, or we will destroy you, or like there's some people that are really well intended, but they have a hard time. I mean, I don't know the situation in Venezuela, I don't know those people, but in many sense, they have the right to self-determine how they deal. They have the biggest reserve of oil in the world, and so they should have the right to self-determine how they deal with who they elect. And so I'm not pro of this person that is there, but it is for the people of Venezuela to organize their own life, in a way. Well, I just wanted to say on the humorist, on the light side of things, because everything is part of the show, everything is being orchestrated, and this is the last moments of the darkness, so that last opportunity for those who to position themselves. So for some people will not pass the test and will be removed from the planet at the time of judgment that is coming soon. So I hope this message was interesting for you. I didn't mean to be mean and heavy or anything like that. But it is important because it's too important to let go and trust in a way, but also to be wise and to see that there is a path of wisdom, and then there is the path that is misaligned with wisdom. And here we have the divine conduct, the Archangel Sandalphon. So it talks about that. Looking for meaning to your life, envision a different approach. Turns towards friends or masters that have proven to have great wisdom. So it is important to connect to those people that you know are true, that you know are real, to the situation, and to not to get involved, to always stay in balance. It's never about judging, but everything has to be looked at it from a happy perspective, in a sense. So, but this nuclear war to start again, this desire to start a nuclear war is completely insane. I don't know what those people have in mind. They will not succeed in destroying the planet, but they will have to face the consequences of their intention eventually. At the end of their life, their soul will show them exactly what. It is not somebody else that is judging us. It is our own soul that is judging us. It is not God. It is a soul, and so let us pray for this, for harmony, for peace, for restoration. For we want to eliminate poverty, we want to eliminate the environmental destruction, and we want to leave this world a better place that we find it. We want to move into this state of culture, of great joy, and where we can share this world, this beautiful world. And it is not about exploring. Let us develop some space technology, because let's finish to destroy this planet and find another planet where we can exploit and destroy. We have to fix this planet, and then we'll be given the doors will open to discover the rest of the solar system and the galaxy. All will come in due time, but it's like the certain atheist human beings are very disconnected from their responsibility in relationship to our Mother Earth. I just wanted to remind us of that. So I'm going to finish with a song. It's a French song from a French movie. It's very old. Somebody recommended it for me. It's from a war movie. But the song has nothing to do with war. I'm not allowed to sing songs that have warlike connotation or violence, and so that may be an obstacle in politics for me if I ever want to do that, because the French anthem is very dark. It's very militarist. There is even some racist connotation in the Marseillaise. But people like it, so I'm not judging them. But I cannot sing that song. But this one is very. It's about somebody that's been separated from his love and wants to return and find this love, and so. Goes like this. Mon cœur se trouve au bout du monde, et moi je vis au jour le jour, comptant les heures et les secondes, me séparant de mon amour. Quand on se reverra, ma vie renaîtra et je sécherai mes pleurs. Sur tes joues, mon ange, dans tes bras, en cherchant l'oubli, des jours désunis, résonnera dans nos cœurs la marche des anges. Pour voir la fin de mes souffrances, je prie le ciel de me guider vers le pays de notre enfance, où tu te meurs à m'espérer. Quand on se reverra, ma vie renaîtra et je sécherai mes pleurs. Sur tes joues, mon ange, dans tes bras, en trouvant l'oubli, des jours désunis, résonnera dans nos cœurs la marche des anges. Dans le chaos de ma tourmente, je ne résiste que par toi. C'est ton visage qui me hante et le son de ta voix. Vienne le jour de ma victoire, écrasant les années passées, où l'amour a vécu sans gloire. Vienne avec toi le temps d'aimer. Quand on se reverra, ma vie renaîtra et je sécherai mes pleurs. Sur tes joues, mon ange, dans tes bras, en trouvant l'oubli, des jours désunis, résonnera dans mon cœur la marche des anges. Thank you very much. It's called The Walk of the Angels. So it's a beautiful song, very from a movie, French movie, very great movie named A Taxi for Tobruk. It's a very, but it's a war movie, but it's a very profound and deep movie. I haven't seen it in 40 years. Maybe I should check it out. But this song came very strongly into my mind yesterday. Somebody recommended it, so I thought I sang it. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you very much for everything, for liking, sharing, commenting. If you have any idea, anyway. But also, I want to express also to say that this year is going to be very important to start working in team, to collaborate. What do you need? Who do you need to make your work come true? Call on the Spirit to bring those people into your life, or we need each other, and we're going to make our dreams come true this year. So I hope this. Let us start today, and each day we can make a step I do not have all the people that I need to make my project happening, but I know they're right here, they're coming, and so as they come in, things will get into flow, and as soon as the flow will start, it can never stop. Once the flow is activated, it will continue to flow. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you very much. Namaste.